The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Week of November 3rd to 7th. Steffi's matchmaker plan. Deacon's dangerous desire and Will's explosive discovery. The upcoming week on The Bold and the Beautiful, B&B. Promises emotional detonations, tangled hearts, and a few dangerous obsessions that could change everything in Los Angeles. From Steffi Forrester's well-intentioned but risky matchmaking attempt to Will Spencer's furious confrontation, the week of November 3rd to 7th unfolds like a slow-burn thriller disguised as family drama. It's a week where love blurs into danger, friendship curdles into betrayal, and long-buried feelings return to haunt the living. Deacon Sharp's forbidden spark with Taylor Hayes. Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, has found himself in a storm of temptation, and the eye of that storm is Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. These two unlikely souls share more than a few intense moments in the coming week, the kind that make it impossible to ignore their growing connection. Taylor, always the nurturer, believes she's in control of her emotions. She insists to Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, that she's fine and perfectly capable of focusing on her professional life without letting romance complicate things. But inside, she's wrestling with a quiet ache, that dangerous mix of attraction and moral hesitation that Deacon seems to awaken in her every time they share the same air. Deacon, on the other hand, can't stop thinking about Taylor. It's not just lust, it's something deeper. After years of being dismissed or used, Taylor sees him as someone worth understanding. But therein lies the risk, because Taylor's compassion could easily paint a target on her back. Sheila Sharp's shadow looms large. Even if Deacon convinces himself that his connection with Taylor is harmless, everyone knows that Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, isn't a woman to underestimate. Her so-called transformation may fool some, but a single spark of jealousy could send her spiraling back into darkness. Deacon may still care about Sheila on some level, but his attraction to Taylor could resurrect that fatal threat Sheila once made, one she now insists she didn't mean. But can anyone truly believe Sheila when she's been the architect of so much chaos? If Deacon can't let go of Taylor, he might not just be risking his peace, he could be endangering Taylor's safety, too. The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on dangerous love stories, and this one has all the markings of a ticking time bomb. Steffi's matchmaker mission backfires. Meanwhile, Steffi Forrester sees her mother's loneliness and decides it's time to intervene. Never one to sit idly by, Steffi starts scheming to help Taylor find companionship, though her idea of help may stir more trouble than comfort. Steffi believes Taylor deserves happiness, especially after everything she's endured, Ridge's betrayals, heartbreak in Rome, and the endless cycles of disappointment. What Steffi doesn't realize, however, is that the man Taylor's already gravitating toward might be Deacon Sharp himself. The realization leaves Steffi stunned. The man who once helped shelter the infamous Sheila, the man Brooke can barely tolerate, her mother's new potential flame, it's almost too much for Steffi to process. And if Sheila finds out about this budding connection, things could turn volatile fast. Steffi might start with the best intentions, but by the end of the week, her matchmaker plan could transform into a desperate mission to protect her mother. Remy Price's shocking exposure. While the Forrester family wrestles with romance and risk, another storyline takes a dark twist at the Forrester showroom. Remy Price, Christian Weissman, who has been trying to make a fresh impression, walks straight into disaster. Deke Sharp, Harrison Cohn, arrives with the intention of proudly introducing his boyfriend, hoping the Forrester crew will embrace him. Instead, he's blindsided by a revelation that turns the room cold. Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, exposes Remy's disturbing past. According to Electra, Remy isn't just flawed, he's a full-blown stalker who's crossed ethical and moral lines before. The worst part, she accuses him of creating deepfake photos not once, but multiple times, manipulating images for his own twisted satisfaction. For a moment, the fashion world stops spinning. His faith in Remy crumbles, leaving Deke, who once defended him, reeling. It's not just about Electra's accusations. It's about the betrayal, the deception, and the dawning horror that he might have never known the person he loved at all. Deke's heartbreak and Remy's desperation. After the truth comes out, Deke is faced with a painful decision, one that could redefine his future. While forgiveness seems unattainable, the intensity of Remy's anger makes it difficult to let go. Remy's past with Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada, already caused friction, but this revelation goes deeper than jealousy or misunderstanding. It's about trust, and Deke can't ignore the growing realization that Remy's sense of remorse might be performative. When Remy pleads for another chance, his desperation feels genuine. He insists that he's changed, that the person he was before doesn't define him anymore. But words are cheap, especially when everyone's watching. The question becomes, will Deke believe in redemption, or will he finally cut ties and walk away for good? The emotional fallout is heavy, and both men are left to deal with the aftermath in their own way. Deke, heartbroken, questions his judgment. Remy, cornered and alone, must face who he really is and whether he's capable of change without dragging others into his darkness. Will Spencer's enraged reaction? Just when it seems the situation couldn't get messier, will Spencer, Crew Morrow, enters the picture, and his reaction wakes up the Spencer family. When Will learns about Remy's ambush at Forrester Creations, he's furious. He can't comprehend how Remy thought it was acceptable to waltz in, blindside Deke, and humiliate Electra. Will's protective instincts ignite, and for a young man trying to find his moral compass, this betrayal feels personal. Will confronts Remy, delivering a fiery wake-up call. It's not just a scolding, it's a warning. Will refuses to let someone like Remy manipulate the people he cares about, and his rage may mark a turning point in his storyline. This could be the start of a new, more assertive era for Will, one where he sheds the innocent kid image and becomes a force to reckon with in his own right. Hope and Liam's wedding countdown. Amid all the chaos, there's a rare pocket of joy and tension, as Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, prepare for their wedding. Their reunion has been hard-won after months of heartbreak, miscommunication, and lingering shadows from Thomas Forrester's influence. This time, Hope and Liam are determined to make it last, but the bold and the beautiful being what it is, peace rarely lasts for long. With the Forresters and Spencers already at emotional war over multiple subplots, even their wedding preparations may become collateral damage. Still, the couple shares a few tender moments this week, savoring their love before the next storm inevitably hits. Carter Walton and Daphne Rose's blossoming romance. Elsewhere, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, is finally allowing himself to heal. After years of heartbreak, from Quinn Fuller to Paris Buckingham to Hope Logan, Carter's found something new in Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire. Their chemistry builds quietly but steadily, and for once, Carter seems genuinely content. Yet, like every new love story in Los Angeles, there's a catch. Someone from Daphne's past is heading her way, carrying secrets that could dismantle the fragile happiness she's built. The tension between Carter's optimism and Daphne's hidden history could become one of the show's next big emotional arcs. As fans know, Carter's luck in love rarely lasts long, and this time his faith might be tested again. The week in review: secrets, sparks, and setups. By the end of the week, several storylines intertwine under the same theme: trust and betrayal. Deacon's temptation with Taylor threatens to reignite Sheila's fury. Steffi's good intentions could backfire spectacularly, forcing her to confront danger in her own home. Remy's exposure at Forrester sends emotional aftershocks through multiple families. Will's righteous anger marks his evolution into a more central, adult storyline. Hope and Liam's peace provides a fragile counterpoint to the chaos surrounding them. Carter and Daphne's quiet romance hints at storm clouds forming on the horizon. Each thread weaves together into a larger tapestry of conflict, a reminder that in the B&B universe, even moments of love are edged with danger. Final thoughts. The Bold and the Beautiful is setting the stage for an explosive November. The week of November 3rd to 7th feels like a turning point. New love stories spark amid old vendettas. Secrets refuse to stay buried, and every heart that dares to hope risks being broken. Steffi might find herself compelled to defend her mother in unexpected ways as Taylor and Deacon teeter on the brink of danger. And as Remy's lies unravel, Los Angeles might just discover that redemption doesn't come easy, especially in a town built on beauty, betrayal, and ambition.